So now we've covered about 75% of the country. So about 40% of all Americans are in this 10,000 to 99,000 range. And then after you've got some stability, you're financially stable, then you go into the wealth accumulation phase. About 20% of Americans are in this phase, which is 100,000 to 999, or you could just say a million, right? So if your net worth is, and net worth is measured as the value of all your assets minus your liabilities. And the big challenge, the big hurdle for the Black community is that student loans take a lot of people out of level three and drop you actually below level one. Like they drop you down here because you say, okay, my assets are worth 100,000, but my student loans are 220. Well, that's a negative net worth. That's a tough spot. And the only way you can get out of debt is to either cut costs or either cut costs, pay off debt, or grow your way out of the debt. If you grow your way out of the debt, meaning you can find ways to increase revenue or increase income, then you can get out of that. The problem that most Black college graduates deal with is that you were never given the skill to be a wealth builder. Many of us, our best and brightest, are only given the skill to get a job, and jobs have a natural salary cap that limits your ability to grow the astronomical levels of wealth that you might be capable of otherwise. And again, the conspiracy theories pops back out because when I went over to visit Tuskegee and I was talking to those bright young kids, I said every single one of these dang kids should be learning how to start a business. And I'm not blaming Tuskegee. I love Tuskegee. The president will be at the All Black National Convention, so I have a lot of respect for Tuskegee. And it's because I have so much respect that I believe that one emergency measure that should be taken immediately is that every intelligent Black person in this country should be trained on how to start businesses, how to make investments, and how to grow wealth, how to acquire real estate. There should not be a single child graduating from any of our schools that doesn't understand these things because these are the tools for wealth acceleration, which will get you into level four. Level four, only 4.5% of Americans are in level four. That's 1 million to 9.9 million. You're rarely going to find anybody in this category who is not participating in one of the areas that I mentioned. Most people who are in this category are not people who work jobs anymore. These are people who own real estate. These are people who are deep in the stock market. They made thousands of dollars this week without working because the market went up so much. And some of you are in this category. Some of you are selling stock options. You saw Jermaine Fletcher that came into Money in the Morning today, and he's an honest guy. He's a good guy. I've known him for years, and he said, "Yeah, I make $5,000 a week selling stock options." He makes money without working. That is definitely doable. And so when you want to get in this category, there's a specific approach you have to take. We're going to talk about it in more detail, but I wanted to sort of show that to you. And then you just get into this like really stupid wealthy space. This is where you got 10 million to 99 million. This is when you're sipping champagne on the coast of Greece or something, and you're watching Formula One races in Dubai and staying in $1,000 a night hotels just for fun. You might sometimes get a private jet. You're definitely not flying anything other than first class whenever you fly. That's the level. I'm going to show you exactly how to get to that level. Actually, if you get to level five, you're in thin air. Only 0.4% of Americans are in level five. But see, here's how Black folks going to take over. This is where we're going to change the game.